In this coin toss election, what better place to start our swing state road trip than the gambler's paradise? The winner here will bank 6 electoral votes. Not exactly a jackpot, but they could be vital in a close race. Around 1 in 5 potential voters here are Latino. And in the past, Democrats have been able to rely on their support, but polls suggest that might be changing. Now, to find out if that is true or not, we need to get away from all of this and head to the Las Vegas suburbs. In the city's north, the Broadacres Flea Market is a key part of the vibrant Latino community. Locals say it's like taking a trip to Mexico without having to cross the border.
Joe talking in the 80s.
It's here we meet Art, making some extra cash by selling odds and ends. He's young, male, Latino, and voting for Donald Trump.
The one and only Trump.
Why?
Why not? I'll tell you why. When I was 22, I bought my first house. I was making incredible money. My family was making incredible money. People here at the flea market making incredible money. Economy was great. And that's pretty much it. You know what I mean?
The last 4 years have been different?
Totally different. I think what it is, like, when Trump was in office, everybody had their American dream, and people want to have the American dream still.
Art's not alone. Joe Biden won the Latino vote over Trump here, 61% to 35%. But recent polls suggest Harris holds a much slimmer lead, 56 to 40. And she's having particular trouble reaching younger Latino men. One survey found 53% aged 18 to 34 support Trump. Art thinks he knows why. The former president isn't afraid to say what he thinks or to offend.
I think a lot of young men see that it is okay to be, to have energy, to be out loud about your thoughts. There's nothing wrong with it. Men being men, everybody wants to be a man,
Some of the language he uses, talking about migrants, the whole eating the dogs, eating the cats, all that sort of stuff. Does that bother you?
No, we're all adults. You know what I mean? We're not always right, but we're not always wrong either. You know what I mean? But if he got that shit wrong, he got it wrong.
Trump isn't just gaining support among young Latino men. Hey, Javier.
Hey, how are you?
Nice to see you. Is it this way?
Yeah.
Javier Barracas crossed the border from Mexico more than 40 years ago. He began working in kitchens as a dishwasher, then a chef. Now he owns 5 restaurants. Donald Trump came to visit one of them recently and sent him a pair of golden Trump sneakers. If someone in your bar tried to pay for a drink with the Donald Trump money, would you accept it?
I take it.
What was the reaction from the Latino community to you endorsing and hosting President Trump?
They got mad at me.
How mad?
Well, they say that they're going to boycott my restaurants.
But Javier believes many Latino voters will quietly support Trump because of the economy.
Napkins used to be $32 a case. Now it's almost $100. If the economy keep going the way it is, next year I only going to have 2 restaurants. There is no way I'm going to keep open all 5.
For many years, Javier was an undocumented immigrant, a group former President Trump has targeted repeatedly on the campaign trail with increasingly inflammatory language. Does his rhetoric surrounding migrants concern you at all?
I know the language that he used is not right sometimes, but he told me that he knows what this country needs, and this country needs immigrants too, to work. This country cannot be run without immigrants, and he knows that.
Democrats aren't willing to give up on Latino men.
Are you ready? Yeah!
The party's not-so-secret weapon in Nevada is the powerful culinary union. Dishwashers, waiters and housekeepers, the people who keep Vegas running and could keep Kamala Harris in the running. They'll knock on 900,000 doors before Election Day.
This is what it takes to win in Nevada. Nevada's not a blue state. There's really barely a purple state. We got about a third Democrat, a third Republican, and a third independent registrations. And so the way we win is by this, workers out talking to workers on the doors.
We're hitting the pavement with Fabiola and Maria, casino workers who've taken leave without pay to campaign. Their message to male Hispanic voters: think about the impact Republican-backed abortion laws could have on their families.
You have to think about your daughters, and you have to think about your wife, your sisters. God forbid anything were to happen and you voted the wrong way and your women's rights are taken away, that also affects you as a man.
Campaigns can and do spend hundreds of millions of dollars on TV commercials and digital marketing, but doing this, going door to door, speaking to individual voters about their personal circumstances and experiences, does still seem to be a really effective way of getting a message across to uncommitted voters.
You connect with the voter. You're telling your story, but most importantly, you're hearing their story. So if you have a few minutes to tell me your story, and then you go out and vote, and I'm a part of the reason why you voted the way that you did, then it makes every sacrifice that I'm making by not spending time with my family and being in the sun, it makes a difference. Yes, it definitely makes a difference.
In Las Vegas, Ben Lewis, SBS World News.